Sam, what is your plan to reach out to the students on behalf of the Student Government Association?
As I've said earlier, it's really important that the student body president is an accessible figure on campus that students can come and talk to with what's important to them and what's important to their organizations. Uh, and as student body president, I will be this accessible leader with an open door policy, and that students can feel free to come into the SGA office and feel welcome. I also want to create town halls that students can come to and speak with city and local officials so that they can come and interact and voice their concerns and learn more about their involvement with that community. Another thing I want to do that's kind of fun is an egg hunt across campus, so students can find the eggs and bring them back to SGA office, get a prize, and fill out a little feedback form. Another thing I want to see happen is a State of the Union address from the Student Government Association to the student body to know what initiatives that we really are championing on behalf of students. And the last thing I want to do is to create a student service fee brochure that outlines each fee that students pay so that students can see exactly where their money is going to and how much they're paying. Thanks.
Well, as a senator in the Texas A&M Student Senate, serving as Student Services Chair and as Fee Committee Chair, I went out. I tried to hit up one group every single week to get feedback. And again, I would tell them, "Hey, find me on Facebook. We can do things better." And so reaching out to them was very, very important. And then finding me on Facebook and messaging me was a way that we got a lot of good things done. I think our student body president, Jeff Pickering, has done a much better job of making his office well known on campus than has been done for years in the past. But I think we can even do better and build on that success. I'm committed to be sitting in the exact same seat in Sabisa Dining Hall every Monday for 2 hours all next year if elected. So any student, top to bottom, foreign and domestic, can come and talk to the student body president about issues on campus, ways to improve it, and just put a name to the face.
As the student body president, you have to realize that when you outreach to students, it's not you alone doing it. You're going to have a good team around you. And that's the most effective way, is to coordinate and delegate and make sure that you reach as many people as possible. This past year, when we had the Dining Services Enhancement Bill go out, there was not just one senator going out and getting student opinion on that. There were 2 or 3 or 4 at least every single day. And for me, if I gather a student opinion on transportation services, dining services, fee increases or decreases, I want to make sure that my team and I are fully accessible through social media, Facebook, Twitter, can be found on email, have a team of our advisors ready to go on our emails, making sure that we respond in a coordinated manner. I want to make sure that my team is able to keep up with the stress and the load and make sure that we can be intimate with each and every single one of the students that needs our attention. Because by making it personal, we can show how much we care. And if you don't care, then we shouldn't be here.
I think that one of the things that I would love to implement is we are a technology generation. So imagine how amazing it would be if all the updates that's happening with SGA were to put on a video and were to place and share it on Facebook or Twitter, so that we instead of be reading emails, that we actually get to see this and we can actually visualize them. Another thing that I actually have been done on campus as a student leader of many organizations is that I go to organizations and I talk about issues that matter to them, and we work together. We work on conflict resolution. I think that talking about the opinions that matter to students on issues that are important, such as injustices happening on campus, such as issues that students have strong opinions on, I think it would be very important to talk about those issues and just not only reach out to certain organizations, but to make sure that we go to the four corners of the university.
I think the most important thing I'd like to implement is under my chief of communication. There would be a SGA campus liaison and a team that goes along with that. And they would be not 100% of the outreach, but that would be their only job. Their only job within student government is to reach out to campus. What does that look like? That may look like 3 meetings every day for them. That may look like attending every single campus event possible. But it's not just on the chief of communication or the campus liaison. It's in coordination with the entire executive council. Something else that I want to do, and we've all had kind words for Jeff tonight, and Jeff has done an absolutely fantastic job this year with his community roundtables. Every single person I talk to that's been to one of his community roundtables says, "Man, I wish Jeff would do those more often." So I want to see that done. I want to see those done more often than we already do. Not only reaching out to student leaders for these community roundtables, however, but reaching out to students, just your everyday student, and figuring out what's going on in their lives and what Texas A&M can do for them and student government can do for them.
Once again, I'd like to brag on the MSC. They have a council called the Program Council, and so basically, whenever an organization puts on an event, they bring it to the Program Council, and the council has to approve it unanimously. I think it would be wise for SGA to adopt a model like this so that we can challenge each other with the diversity initiatives that we plan to lay out in the SGA diversity plan, like I talked about earlier. One other thing that I would really like to tell you all about is something I talked about at the ISA meeting the other day was the idea of taking an international group out to dinner on Friday night and taking them to Midnight Yell in the fall to allow them to experience the traditions that we've all come to know and love. And one other thing is I would love for a member of the Diversity Commission to be able to sit in on the ISA exec meetings or any other international group meetings that they have so we can make sure that we are effectively partnering with them in every way that they see fit and that they can be informed of what we're doing in SGA.
Okay, Thomas, last question. It's a very simple one. Why do you believe that you are the best candidate for student body president?
I think it comes down to two things for our campaign, and that is experience and vision. I've had the experience in and out of SGA in leadership positions on campus, whether it be student organizations, men's organizations, service organizations, the student senate committees, all throughout SGA. And I have the vision to take what I've learned and use SGA to facilitate real improvement and real change for individuals on campus. So if we go up to a student and ask them, what is your SGA doing for you? They will have an answer. That's our goal. After I leave Aggieland, I don't want to go to law school or work for a congressman. I'm going to be a high school football coach. I have a passion for encouraging others to succeed and accomplish their goals. And I hope people will realize both the experience to get there and the vision to take us forward. Thank you.
I think when it comes down to saying that I'm the best, it doesn't really describe me as a candidate. I think that being SVP is being an individual of establishing mutual respect amongst every single person, whether it's student or in faculty alike. The one thing that I've found that I've been able to show to the faculty members and students around me and my friends that I can be a leader and I can show that all viewpoints and not be judged by them and not be judgmental of them. If students need something, if they have an opinion that they want to tell, I think they should be heard. I do not believe 1 second that every student voice is too many. I think that they all need to be heard. I think that from my experience of being involved in over 14 student organizations at once, in my ability to multitask, coordinate with amongst several different organizations at one time, and also to be able to care about every single person that are on my team, my organizations, my directors that I've been involved with, makes it to where that I can care about every single student just as much.
One of my favorite quotes is by Henry Ford, and he said that we cannot make a reputation out of the things that we want to do or the things that we will do, but instead of the things that we have done. Another great quote that I really love, it's the one that says, "Be the change you want to see in the world." So I believe that I'm one of the best candidates because I have a passion, and all of us have a great passion for this university. And I think that one of the things that makes me suitable for this position is because I have been working with a lot of students, listening to their opinions. I have initiated a lot of programs like the tutoring program, like Uniting Diversity. I have been working with students from religious to atheist, from gay to straight, from undocumented to whatever the situation might be. I have been working with a lot of students across campus and working on issues that are very, very important. And one of them is this one, is that a lot of students are not treated equally on campus. And I think that one of the things that I want to be able to focus is on one of the greatest quotes, and I finish with this. MLK said that if a law is unjust to one of us, then the law is also unjust to all of us, and that's one of the things that I would like to focus on.
I think kind of leading to my journey to run for student body president in my entire Aggie experience, I've seen a lot of campus, and I've seen a lot of programs, and I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen the things that are done well, I've seen the things that are done poorly, and I've seen things that are just ugly. And so moving forward with this in mind for Texas A&M, I've developed this platform of excellence experience in everyone. With these tangible policy objectives, we have some goals that we can get accomplished next year. And ensure that our university moves forward and that we continue to be the best public university in the country.
I will admit, I do not have the most SGA experience out of everybody up here. I don't think there's any question about that. However, a lot of student body presidents in the past have not had a lot of SGA experience. And I think the one consistent factor that we can say every student body president has had is a focus on relational leadership, and is a promise, if elected student body president, to have that focus, to care for the people around me. I think the most important job of the student body president is to be a representative and an ambassador for the university. The second that you step out of meetings, you are the representative of Texas A&M to future students, to current students, and to former students. I've had that experience through an organization called Maroon Coats at the Texas A&M Foundation, where we are the student ambassadors to the people who are funding scholarships and programs at Texas A&M. And one last promise, this is not about me at all. And I hope that you never hear me say my campaign, my executive council, anything me. It's about us as a team.
My fellow candidates, along with myself, have a lot of different experience all across campus in a lot of different areas. But experience doesn't necessarily equal a strong, effective leader. To be a strong leader, you must have a vision to see the big picture. I'm the best candidate because I can see this big picture. The role of SGA, no matter what it is, should be to better student life, both inside and outside the classroom here at Texas A&M University. But to do that, you need a leader who is well-rounded, who is passionate, and who, above all, has vision. As a leader that embodies all three of these things, I'm the best candidate for student body president. I just want to take this time now to thank the Election Commission and the Student Government Association for hosting this debate and for allowing all of these candidates to come out and voice our opinion. And thank you for coming and committing to hearing our ideas and objectives.
Thank you, Sam. Well, this concludes our first student body president debate. I want to thank the audience for coming. I hope that y'all have a good idea of these candidates' platforms now. And I would like to thank you, gentlemen, for presenting your platform so elegantly. You all had very fantastic answers to these important questions. And we all look forward to experiencing your campaigns. So let the races begin, and good luck.
Go ahead and say it. Yeah. No, I'm really worried that I also want coming out. You want to know?